Oh, I'm sat in my PJs on the floor because I've got an achy back. I need to get these candles in actually. I thought it was gonna, don't know if you can see the little hearts on the wall that this makes. There. I love that. It was really cheap for a couple of years ago, but it's a bit of a random chat, even though I've been on a few times today, but funnily enough, I'm just going to talk about my I can't even speak now. My star sign. Hi, Mrs. T, are you okay? Which has a lot to do with this, which I brought the other day for Valentine's Day tomorrow. All you lovelies who are in a relationship, I'm just going to buy myself some chocolates or something. Bit of self-love. Don't need someone to buy me chocolates, I'll buy myself. No, I forgot and this is what I'm going to sort of talk about. It's this Sunday coming. I sort of said it as if everyone took it as if it was a Sunday just gone, and I meant a week on Sunday. I did say it near the end, but yeah, everyone thought it was a Sunday just gone, but no. But I don't know if it was last night or this morning. I've wondered. I'm sure I've had a bit of a stomachache today. I'm feeling a bit hot, but I was watching a couple of people doing astrology readings, and I'm pulling decks and stuff, which I think I might just talk about first, because I just realised what did I pull out? I pull a card mostly every day, if I remember, but I try to do it every day, which I did. Oh, that's nice. I did go back to my old tarots, which I've not used for ages because I just never really liked the pictures because I thought the colours weren't bright enough for me. But funnily enough, something's drawn me back to this old one that I've had for years. This one, came in this metal box. Some people say you're not supposed to buy your own tarot cards, but at the end of the day, I just think, me being me, I have to be attracted to something, which this is quite funny, that I'll tell you about in a bit, about Pisces. They're a bit like magpies with glittery things. Not that this is glittery, but have to be attracted to. I'm quite visual, as in, I'm quite arty. I like things that are nice and cute and that. But this one was the first one I got years ago, and I can't remember when I got it, but it was quite a few years back that I bought myself because no one was going to buy me one at the time. And if they'd have bought me one, because there's some that I've got that I'm not really that interested in, so someone could have bought me one that maybe I didn't really resonate with the pictures as much, because I think people who have a lot of decks, and I've got a lot, but I've not been doing much with it, and I think I need to start learning how to use it properly and stuff, and learning the book, so I know I'm going to know without the book. But I think a lot of people who do have a lot of different tarot cards. Yeah. What star sign are you? Will have the favourite decks that they work with more, because they resonate more with they just like the pictures more, and they get a lot more out of the readings with the pictures, and just, I don't know, just like stuff. September. I'm not good on star signs anyway, this is what I mean, I need to learn more about. What's that? Is that, you think it's Libra? You should know what star sign you are. Whose birthday's in September? You think it's Libra. But I'll tell you about that in a minute, about shiny shinies, which most women do anyway, but I'll show you that. But that was the first one I got. And then I've just realised, because I was faffing about before, watching these people doing different readings about Pisceans and what's going on this month. Virgo. Yeah, it's either, could be Libra or Virgo. I think it's Virgo's in it, because I think my friend's birthday's in September. She is a typical Virgo. And I have shown these before, but I've got one. Some are oracles, not tarots. I think that's the only... Oh no, I've got a tarot deck. That's a tarot. Oh, this is there's me. I've got no tarots. I've got tarot. Oh, all right. I'm lying. I've got 5 sets of tarots. This is me with me. I've just realised, right. I've got this one. But when you're learning, obviously you're going to go through the book first. But something I didn't like about this book, not the pictures. These are more digital pictures, I think. I don't know. It was just hard to. I don't know. I just found it a bit odd. But these pictures are, you know, like digital. If you know what I mean, like. And they are really nice. So I've got them. Thought I'd tell you. I've got them. Where's the box? And I've got... You know, I'm attracted to pretty pictures. So that's called the Thelma. Is it Thelma Tarot? That one. And then I've got... This one I got ages ago. I'm just absolutely rubbish at forgetting that I've got stuff. So I need to get it out where I can see it properly. Because these are really nice. And this is Shadowscape Tarot. These are gorgeous. And these are like... Are they? Fairy. Let me have a look. I can't remember. Just need to start getting them all out and working with them and seeing whatever. Right. And the book on this, sometimes you get, with the little cards, you get little skinny books. That's a big, thick book. Look at the pictures, though. Obviously, I'm creative. I just love... And yeah, a tarot card collector, that doesn't do much with them. I like, the old tarot deck, I know some of the cards without looking at the book, but I need to start... Even though they say it's intuition, so I guess you could read off them sometimes, which I'm going to try with one of them because I've just realised I've not got a book to it. But... I know, but then you... And they're easier to read than some of these because the pictures are different. Same meaning, but... Oh, they're all upside down and everything. But let me just show you some of the pictures. I thought... let me see. These were very nice. They've got that on the front. You know, all the cards have got the same pattern on like they do if they have a pattern on. Oh, these are all modelled up. They fell out of the box and everything. But like... I'm sure they've got, let me see, like the Queen of Swords. They're very like, I don't know if you can see it, fairy-like. They're quite like muted colours really, but I don't know if you can see. They are very pretty. And like fantasy style, like 7 of Cups, if you can see. They are pretty. No, fantasy-like, which is what I like, because that's the world I seem to live in, as everybody would say. So I've got that one, and then I've got, because I did say I'd show these again, and then I've got, I don't believe this, and then I've got these little ones. I did show a few weeks back, Tarot de las Handers or something, I don't know. These are little fairies, and you get a tiny little book with that. But see, I go off pictures and sometimes, and I quite like the size because I've got some really tiny ones and some really big ones. And these are all little, it's like a Nomi King or something on the front, all the same on the front. I like fairies. Most people like fairies. These pictures, they're not very bright in colour, but they are very cute. But that's what I don't like about these cards. That was it. I got these because I think the pictures are very cute. And in the tarot and oracle, they normally do have, like, this is the tower. They are sweet. This is the tower. Of a little, like, Nomi guy falling out of the tower. But then if you watch the tower out of a sort of traditional drawing, traditional tarot deck, like these pictures, you know, like these sort of pictures, the sort of traditional sort of drawings that they normally have on. Let me find the tower in this deck. They normally have, I guess some of them don't and some of them do, but they normally do have, and especially if you're starting out, obviously, you're going to want, it is easier. Right, here it is. So, this is the tower. Obviously, it's a tower, so I knew that one was the tower, but they normally have writing underneath saying the tower, where this one doesn't. But obviously, if you knew your cards very well, I mean, I know that's the tower without writing underneath because it is a tower. But do you know what I mean? Some of them, I like to have the words underneath as well. So if you were ever doing a reading for someone, they can see the words as well. But this one doesn't, and I didn't actually realise that. So I don't like the fact that it hasn't got words underneath it, if you know what I mean. But they are very cute. But I guess if I got to know the cards more properly, because they're all the same in the tarot deck, it's just that people do different designs and different, you know, like some are fairy-fied, some are witchy-fied, some are, you know, the fantasy ones. So, but they are very cute. And they're a decent size then as well, because these next ones are so tiny. And I just saw someone doing a reading for Pisces online, on YouTube. And I thought, oh, she's got like witchy cards, because they've got the triple moon on the front. And I thought, oh right, didn't even realise that I've got them. She had these and I thought, oh yeah, I've got them, but these are quite tiny. They're cute, but I like bigger cards. And the pictures are alright, but they do have the words on the bottom. Like, there's the Fool. But I guess for a nice size, you could carry these around with you because the small Hangman. But I like this on the front, obviously. So I've got that. And then Oracle cards. One of my first ones I got years ago. And I've just, I've got to remind myself to start looking at, because I do love this. I do love it. Is the Fairy Oracle. The Fairies Oracle. Oh. And it's nice when you get the ones that are a little bit more expensive, just because this is a hardback book and you get all the, obviously all the meanings and about the card and all that, but it's just got lovely pictures in it. And just look at these cards. These cards are gorgeous. And I've had these for quite a few years, but they're just beautiful. They're just like, there's like mean looking fairies in it. There's, oh, and all the fronts of the cards that they're saying are like this. I know, like little creepy gnomey guys, but they do remind me of the little gnomey things out of the film The Labyrinth. That's what they remind me of. But the pictures are just, look at this little guy. It's all like different sort of fairies and different sort of fairy forms. So let me find some. This one's a bit nudie, but there's all little fairies on there. Oh, it was a good movie. There's a crescent moon there as well, but they're just, you can look into the cards and see different things in these cards lurking in the background and stuff. But I have had these cards for ages, and I just, look at this. This is the Maiden, so cute. Fairy cards, so that was the one that I've had for, where's the thing that goes in it? Oh, I'm losing all the bits. I love that one as well. So that was my first, I think that was my first Oracle card after the tarot card deck, the older one that I've had, before I started getting all these other ones that I totally forgot that I had. And then I think the next one was, I think it was this one. Oh yeah, there's loads of different types. You got your oracles and your tarots, but all oracles, like, they're all different. You can have different ones. So if you're into sort of fairy things, you can get a fairy one or fairy tarots. But yeah, oh yeah, there's loads of different ones. That's why I've got so many. Well, I've got a little collection of, because I just love different ones. And I was trying to find which ones I'd like to work with, which ones call me. I do like these ones. This is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. Obviously, I got this from a spiritual event I went to, and obviously she looks witchy, and there's a star down there, and I just thought it was very, very nice. And the pictures on this are, so I need to start getting them out. The fronts are like that, and then the cards are like digital enhanced, whatever. I love this one. The cosmos, I can't say it. Creativity. I just love the moon's face on that. You see it? Love moon. Oh yeah, there's loads of different ones. Let me see. Because I like all like elfy fairy things and stuff like that. You know, if you're into fairies and stuff, they're just really pretty. The High Lord of Gratitude and Selflessness, humility, is it humility? Yeah, consciousness and action. Look at him. They're just beautiful cards, and I love cards with beautiful images and stuff like that, so I think that's why I started collecting different ones, because I was like, oh, they're really nice. And some people get some and they use other ones, but they have like the favourite, you know, that they'll work with the most. So that was one of my other ones. And I think my last, oh no, I've got two more before I tell you about the thing I was listening to. I think I got this one, and I have posted this on Instagram sometimes. Nature's Whispers. These are beautiful. These are ones that I'd love to get blown up. She must do artwork in this for your wall, because I just have them on my wall because they are very colourful. They have the words at the bottom. The reason why I love these so much is they're a big card, and they don't have the, some people don't like having a border around. I don't really like a border around. I like the whole picture. These are gorgeous. These are just beautiful. The imagery on it are gorgeous. You find another one. The little baby fairy. But they're just beautiful. And I think let me find one of my favourite pictures. And in these there's lots of pictures, lots of things going in the background, so you can interpret it, I can't say it, other things in the cards as well. Acceptance of love, that's so cute. Hi Emily, don't worry, I am sending you things. I feel really awful because we've just not been out of the house that much, and I was doing stuff for the job centre today, and he's still not 100%, which I can't believe. He's not going nursery again, but I've got to take, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, I'll go and get some chocolates for me and Finn and that, so I can post on the way past. A bit of fresh air, it will do some good if it's not raining like it was today. But they're just beautiful, these cards. This one's got a unicorn on it up here. Talking about unicorns, I know this is going to sound mad, I saw a unicorn human today. I was just being daft, but I was sat on the bus going to the place I was going to this morning, and a woman got on, and it made me chuckle inside because this is the sort of person I am, and I just thought, and she, you know, like, I've got a bun there, and she had like, or you know, some people will wear it quite high there. I am not joking. It was there, and it started unwinding a bit, so it was like a bit pointy, and she was sat at the side like that, and all her hair was pushed forward, and I thought, she was like a unicorn. And that's what I was thinking. And then the last one I've got, which you will have seen on here anyway, and it is on Instagram sometimes, is she was a unicorn. She was a human unicorn. Is the Oracles of Shadow and Light. And I really love these because they're like the whimsical sort of girly pictures that I like. And it's a key on the front. They're a big chunky card. They have a frame round, but it doesn't take away from the picture, so I still like these. And they're a bit gothy in a sense, some of them, but they are really cute pictures. They're just gorgeous. I like them. But they're cute. I think that, oh, that's the Witchy Sisters. I did get some witches the other day. But they're very cute. Oh, they're gorgeous. So, That's all of them. I didn't realise I had. How many have I got if I count them? I've got, because I am a nutcase and forget that I've got stuff. I've got, all together, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I've got 9. Yeah, I've got 9 sets up to now. Hi me. But yeah, I don't know if it was yesterday and a bit this morning. I was just, because it's nearly my birthday, and obviously I'm a Pisces, and Pisces changes over, well, it's Aquarius, and then Pisces changes from my birthday actually to the end of Aquarius, I think, is the 19th, and then it starts Pisces on the 20th, I think, which is my birthday, so I'm on the cusp. But I was watching a girl doing a reading about Pisces year, and then I've watched a few people doing the month of February, and I watched a few different people to see what they all said, and most of it seemed, even pulling cards out, were roughly all the same. So I was like, oh, and it says, even in this book, this diary that I've got, it will show you when things are entering different things, like when Venus has been entering Pisces, and what else was it? I think this weekend it's something like the Sun and Mercury, and that's quite powerful this Sunday. This Sunday is quite powerful. Hiya, Fabio. This Sunday is quite powerful. It's supposed to be, fingers crossed, going on the date this Sunday, so it's supposed to be powerful. Also, it's about, like, I think she said twin flames and soulmates, and I was like, oh my God, and she went, which is good if, if I was going on a date with a Scorpio, which he is, which, oh yeah, my other journal, I am doing it, but I've not done it for a couple of days because of thinning stuff, and I started I'm having a think, like, I'll use this as my grimoire, so like, and grimoire's like a journal, and I thought, for my other stuff, my spiritual stuff, and I thought, no, I think I'm going to make another one, but I did draw this in it, I inked it all out black, and I did the fishes, because I'm a Pisces, but yeah, but I'm still doing it, don't worry, I'll show you when I'll probably do some tomorrow. It's just with Finn and stuff, and I've not been feeling brilliant today, but and it's a massive thing for me with a Scorpio, because they are, as far as I know, some people don't believe in astrology and stuff like that, but I do. I'm a classical Pisces, and Scorpio and Pisces are one of the very good, what's the word, compatible signs, very compatible, and I was just like, oh my God, it's like massive energy on a Sunday. They've all said, all the ones I've watching have said a new love's going to enter your life, or a new, if you're going on a date, it'll be good. And they've all mentioned Scorpio, and I'm like, oh my God. And Venus is entering Pisces, or has been entering Pisces. Venus is hang on a minute. Because I got it up on my phone just to make sure, I was saying the right thing. But Venus is the goddess of love in astrology, and I think it said main areas are money and love, which is good. Thanks, which is good, because when I went to the job centre today to do my thing, when I have to go every now and again, it steps it up more now because Finn's 3 next month. They were also saying in the readings that this month, maybe a little bit into next month, you're a bit like, because you're a bit worried what I was talking about before, but I know I've got to do it and, get this done now. But they said after this, like mid-year, or sort of going into, I don't know what we're in now, February, March, April, May, or whatever, it's going to start getting better, and things are going to start coming to light, that I've been dreaming about and working towards, and, it's going to be a good year this year, and the things that I deserve are coming to me, the things that I've been wishing for, a lot of things that I've been wishing for, I think that's in my career and in love and stuff like that, are all going to come together, not to worry, just keep going, keep believing and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, and I feel it as well, But it also said, what was it? I'm on a blank now. It also said, let me find my thing and then I'll look. Oh yeah, me being a Pisces, what's that I'm saying I'm a true Pisces, is a lot of people say, oh, she's a bit Dolly, that's where Dolly Daydream came from. She's a bit like, getting hot, I'm sure I'm coming down with something still. You know, she's got a head in the clouds and this, that and the other. And I do, because Pisces don't like to be really living in reality. They like to go off in the dreamland, which I do. But I'm trying to get my little candle in because it looks all warm and cosy. But there's nothing wrong in that, because sometimes with reality, a post I put on before where I was burbling on and I deleted it just because if you saw it, then if it comes, you'll know that I said it. But we do live in like a dreamland, which everyone says Pisces has the head stuck in the clouds, but they're not a bad thing, because it was saying, I did try and write this down so I'd remember, which I know this about myself anyway. We are intuitive. We're one of the most romantic signs, because I am quite romantic when I'm with someone. I'm quite like, I'm one of those who'd be like, on Valentine's Day, I'd cook you a meal, and then, you know, if we weren't going out and we were staying in, I'd cook you a meal. If we had pancakes, I'd cut them in the shape of hearts, and then I'd probably drizzle, you know, a sauce on in the shape of a heart, and I'd probably put rose petals on the table and all that, because that's just the way I am. I like a bit of, you know, I'm always going on about hearts and love, and I have all that sort of stuff around my house. I'm just a bit soppy like that, but I think it's nice to show someone you love them if you're with somebody. Especially if you don't say it, because it doesn't mean, I am the person that would say it, but now I think in a relationship, it probably wouldn't come that easy to me now, because of things that have happened in the past. Not that you should take things, because I'd never get in a next relationship and let that last relationship harm my new one, thinking, oh, you know, don't be like this and that. But I think that word would come a bit hard to me now, but you can show somebody by the things you do, because sometimes, you know, there's that saying, it's not what you say, it's what you do. Is it not what you say, it's what you do? It's, what's the saying they say about, you know, it's the action that you do. What's the saying? What's that saying? Why can't I think of it? Yeah, but it's not that what. Actions speak louder than words. That's what I meant to say. Actions speak louder than words. Because some people are not very good at saying it, but they're very good with actions. Because if someone's telling you they love you, and the next minute you found out they're cheating on you, or, you know, this, that, and the other, or whatever, then them saying that they love you means nothing, because you don't do that to somebody you love. Example. You know what I mean? So actions speak louder than words. If someone's not doing that, even if they're saying they love you and they're doing things to show that they love you, but if they're saying it and doing the complete opposite to what they're saying, the actions don't show that, then, you know what I mean? So actions speak louder than words. So don't always be bothered if you're with someone and they're not very good at telling you that they love you, you know, by mouth, but as long as they're like showing you in actions as well. But yeah, and we are romantic. We're intuitive. I think it said we're one of the most spiritual star signs in the zodiac. Yeah. And we are healers, because there was this thing I was watching called Why Everybody Hates a Pisces. It's not because why everybody hates a Pisces. A lot of people love Pisces because they are, not saying other zodiac signs aren't, but we are very emotional, because it's a water sign, and we're very loving, we're very romantic, we're very caring. We are one of the, I think, top healer signs. This guy was saying, who was a Scorpio, which is true, because we always see, they're saying why people hate them, not hate them, but why they get on people's nerves is because I am like this, we always see people and think we can help them if they're a bit like on the feeling low, you know, we'd be like, oh, I can help you, you know, I've been there before, sort of thing. And some people are like, oh, you know, ooh. We always think we can help people, even sometimes when people don't want the help. But Because what did he say? Something, the way someone put something was, do you know what I mean? I try to help people if someone's feeling down. Oh yeah, it's like, oh, that's what I was saying. Pisces like shiny, shiny. And this person was saying, this girl I was watching, I think it was just they were saying, Pisces like, you know, water sign, swimming around in the sea, you know, the fishes, the little fishes, swimming around in the sea. And it just made me laugh because it made me think of Dory, you know, out of Nemo, because it was like, they see shiny things and they're like, oh, shiny, 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 like a magpie. I go up to it and they're like looking at it and looking around it. But if you haven't got a big glow, then they get a bit distracted and go off somewhere else. Because it was sort of saying we're attracted to like superhero types that are down on the luck because they're like a superhero, but they're down on the luck. So we want to help them out. We want to make them feel better. We want to heal them so they can be that superhero again, if you know what I mean. And I also forgot Albert Einstein was a Piscean. So when some people think of Pisces like, oh, they're dreamy, they've got their head in the clouds, we can be a bit lazy sometimes and we can be a bit indecisive. I'm a bit indecisive. And you know this from watching my programme, I'll start something and then I'll go off on something else and then I'll come back to it and then I'll go off somewhere else. So a bit like Dory, if you know what I mean, like, oh, swimming this way. I just forgot what I was doing now and I'm going that way again. We're a bit like dreamy, you know, floating about everywhere in the sea, looking for new shiny things. And that just made me laugh. But Albert Einstein was a Piscean. So, because they say we're always dreaming about things, but at the end of the day, Albert Einstein obviously dreamt about a lot of things and all the stuff he did without his dreams and beliefs and all that, you know. He was just very clever. Hi, Kelly. What's that sign you, Kelly? Can't remember. So don't knock a Piscean for being dreamy. You've got to dream sometimes. But the biggest thing I was watching was, I've just shown all my oracle decks and everything, was Cancer. You're a water sign then, aren't you? It's just the fact that they kept going about Scorpio, and I was like, oh my God. Do you know, yeah, I'm just hoping this date pulls off. I'm believing it will, you know, because I've got so far to some dates and then I've not heard nothing. So I hope it does because he is a Scorpio. And they just say, a Scorpio, their love can be very passionate and powerful, but also they say a Piscean's love is, oh, what did I write down before? Someone said, where is it? Sure, I've been writing notes down. I don't know where I've put anything. Someone said, oh yeah, someone else was saying, things we've been dreaming of, Pisceans, are going to start coming true. The way we love is so good, the person on the receiving end is going to have a tough job trying to match it. And this person said, another person, because I was watching a few and they're all around the same thing, said, nobody does it better than you. And she said, Kelly Rowland's song, Can't Nobody. And I thought, yes. And also, you know, I normally pick a card out and it's normally to do with what I'm talking about. The cards always know. I did pick a card for Tammy Sue because Tammy Sue's going through some treatment at hospital. I don't think she'll mind me saying. I'm not saying what, but she is. And I actually pulled a card out, and the card said about may have been for some from treatment in hospital, blah 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 blah. And I thought, oh my God. And then it was saying about another card about laughter, which I was saying, you know, keep. Hi, not seen you for ages. Are you a Cancer? Yeah. I remember you saying your best friend is a Pisces. You know what we're like. And about laughter, and I was just saying, you know, keep smiling, keep laughing, watching things that make you happy, keep the positive vibes going, you'll be fine, just keep positive. But yeah, Pisces, people underestimate Pisces, I think, because they think they're so dreamy and dippy and this, that and the other. Not, but they're not. It's like I said, they're one of the most romantic, loving, you know, trying to help, trying to heal, trying to heal people, trying to make people feel better. And I get very emotional. Water signs do get emotional. I'm very emotional. Like I said ages ago, my friend's dad died a few years back, and I have told this story before. The only thing she had left of her dad was this gate that he made. She only lives over the road from me. And she said, oh, we had to take a bit off the top because they had to do something with it. So she had a piece of this wood. So I said, can I have a piece? Because I just felt for her. So, I know this sounds mad. I chopped a little, she brought me a piece like that big. I was like, no, I only need a little nick of it. And I put it in a little, you know, the little glass bottles, and I made her a little charm to hang up in a window or whatever. But she did take it to Florida when she went to Florida. So I said, well, then you can take your dad away with you, because the last thing he built was that. So to me, it had his energy on it, you know, and it reminded her of him, because that's the last thing he built. He built this garden gate for her. So I do get very like, oh my God, what can I do? Like, you know, if someone's feeling sad and that, even though, you know, I have my sad times sometimes, but I always try to be positive. And I think that's where Pisces go off in a bit of a, oh, I'm just going to retract from the real world, and I'm just going to go off into my own little fishy world, because I'm not dealing with this at the minute, but I'll come back to it in a bit. I am a bit like that in real life. Sometimes I can't deal with some stuff, but I end up dealing with it right at the last minute, and I do it and it's fine, but I always leave it till the last minute. I wish that was a thing that I didn't do. Yeah, I just felt like doing it. Like Cheryl, when I first came on Earth, Cheryl watched after I made her a bracelet once because she was feeling down and stuff, but I'm like that. And I just think some people don't believe in star signs, but I do believe in it. And I do believe, like, people I know, like my mum and my sister are both Taurians. I think they're very much like a Taurian. I am so a Pisces. If you didn't know, when you sort of know what Pisces like, you must know I'm a Pisces. I do believe in it. And I'm just like, I just can't believe, well, I can't believe it was just going on about Scorpio. And I know Scorpio is one of my most compatible star signs, and he is a Scorpio. And I'm like, fingers crossed I'm going on this date on Sunday, because I'm just like, oh my God, I just need to get on a date with this guy and see like what the deal is. Yeah, because you're a water sign, so water signs, I think Scorpio's a water sign as well. Is Scorpio a water sign? Is Scorpio a water sign? You know, water's emotional, and obviously because I go with the flow, sometimes I might go this way, whichever the water's flowing. I know it's just because everything I've been watching lately here on YouTube, like checking all these like tarot and zodiac channels out, they've all basically said the same thing. They've all basically said, and this is how I feel about this shit, even if it's not this guy on this date, even though he is a Scorpio, I do believe it is coming soon. I do believe it's going to be before summer, and I do believe it's going to happen in this year. I know I keep saying this, but I don't believe it's going to happen off Tinder. Even though I met him on there, it's not going to happen on there. Hang on a minute. But yeah, everything everyone was saying that there's a twin flame effect, or like soulmate, or something you've been wishing for. Your wishes are going to come true. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, Scorpio is a water sign as well. And they're very, they can be jealous, and they've obviously got a sting in the tail, and they can be jealous and a bit possessive, but in a way of like Pisceans like that, because they like to feel protected, and they like to know the truth at all times. You know, they don't want to be lied to, but I'm not a liar, so it wouldn't really bug me, because I would tell the truth. And they sort of feel, they like to sort of be in control a bit, and like they're good at making decisions, where Pisceans are not really, we're indecisive, but they like that because they'll sort of help us to do that, push us along to do that a little bit. But yeah, if you've ever read about Pisces and Scorpio, I was just like, oh my God, because he just told me the other day, and I was like, no way, he's a Scorpio. It didn't even enter my head, because normally when I get talking to someone, I always think, I wonder what star sign they are, just because since Tyler's dad, 18 years ago, when I was with him, he was a Scorpio when we did. It was just because we were too young, but we did have a good relationship. So I don't think I've dated anyone or throughout my life since then who's been a Scorpio. I don't think I have. So if another one's coming, I'm like, oh my God, I'm excited. So yeah, when he told me, I was like, oh my God. And then I've seen all this stuff going, yeah, it's most likely going to be a Scorpio. There's a Scorpio coming on. There's a Scorpio about somewhere. One of them said this Sunday's very powerful, like I said, because the Sun and Mercury's coming in. The energies are coming in on Sunday. Venus has been about coming into entering Pisces. So like I said, that's love. Venus is known for love, and I'm just like, oh my God. And also, if we're looking at it in another, I'm going off, off on one now. I know it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, but to me it's like Valentine's week. So this Sunday still falls in the Valentine's week, the love. There's probably good vibes flying about anyway, because it's love week, and all that. You know what I mean? Probably vibes flying about. And the week after, it's my birthday. And apparently someone else was saying that I'm going to have a really, really good birthday. It's going to be the best ever. So I am out that weekend as well. So you never know. If it's not him, it could be another Scorpio guy that I meet out. I don't know. But I'm just hoping, fingers crossed. Because like I said, I did that list and he's ticking some of them. So we'll have to see. Because he did send me a picture the other day of him at a safari with his niece. Safari, and I went, ooh, Finn was at the safari a couple of weeks ago as well with his dad. I was like, that would have been not that would, you know what I mean. I'm just thinking, but I just need to get into my cards more and into astrology because I do like it. I just do. I know a few friends were like, oh, I don't believe it. I don't think I'm like that, this, that, and the other. But I do. I do believe in astrology, and I do believe in the zodiac signs. Like, people are very much like the zodiac signs when you dig deep. I am a typical Piscean through and through. And if you haven't read up about your zodiac signs, maybe you don't believe in it, you're not interested, just go and do it for some fun and see if there are traits of what they say your sign is supposed to be like. Because it's like people go, oh, what's all this, the planets are aligning, and my star signs from the 12th house, in the 12th house, and you have your ruling planet, mine's Neptune. And there's all these different things, like that's why there's effects of, there might be a lot of love about, because Venus has been coming into Pisces, so there's that energy of that. And it just me, I do when people say, oh, I don't believe in all that, because I'm like, yeah, well, the energy comes off the moon, the tides are run by the moon, if you know what I mean, and all that, so there's something in it, there is something in it. I hope so, but I'm not going to be like if it doesn't, because I know it's going to happen this year anyway, and I know it's going to be soon. Like I said, if it's not then, I have got a birthday to go out on, and I feel the energy coming. I guess I haven't got to get locked into it. It is a Scorpio, and it, like, just because he's a Scorpio, it might be a Scorpio, it might just not be him, but fingers crossed. And I shouldn't say that, I'm thinking positive. It's just because, I've gone ahead to go on some of these dates, and they've just not got in contact again and stuff with some people. And they're the people that I believe that are actually, with someone, and they're just on that site to try and, like, big their ego up, and they play you along and all that. But so it will play in the back of my mind. It will play in the back of anybody's mind that even if you are a positive person like me, it'll still be there in the back of my mind. But I just hope we do, and I hope I can come and tell you that I had a good time, and we'll just see what happens. But yeah, it wasn't this Sunday just gone, it's this Sunday coming up. Because you see, if he'd have told me he was a Libra or Cancer or whatever, I'd have just been like, I wouldn't have even thought about it. But as soon as he said Scorpio, I was like, oh my God. And I didn't ask him. The fact that I didn't ask him, because I'm normally like, oh, what star sign are you? Some people are like, oh, why do you believe in all that? I'm like, no, just like to know, But yeah, and apparently a Scorpio, like compatibility with the Piscean, they're supposed to be, there's no other love like their love. When they love deep, unless, if you hurt them, they say they've got a sting in the tail. If you hurt them, that's it. They'll never want to speak to you again. They'll never, You know, they can take a grudge to the other side till death and over. They'll hold that grudge forever. But if you're truthful to them, you know, you're truthful, you're loyal, you know, they'll be there and it'll be good. But I'm like that anyway in that sense. I like loyalty. You know, I like to love with all my heart. So, fingers crossed. I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you should go and check some of these. I don't know who I was looking at because there's loads on YouTube, these astrology readings and this, that and the other. Because they've got a lot out for like now, you know, like Cancer in February 2018. So it'll be about that month. They have done a yearly, I looked at a yearly one for me. So, and most of them were the same. So I won't do that for myself because I've seen that and the things they've said about career coming soon and you're sorting it out in the next couple of months, which is that's what I went for today. You know, and love coming and this, that and the other. And your wish is coming true. And then the cards that I pulled out before I go where are the ones that I pulled out? Oh, I'm going senile. What? Right. Where did I put them? I'm probably sat on them. Where are they? Oh, I keep doing this. Oh, there they are. Oh, I've got a sore knee. Oh, I'm just getting too old. So I just decided to pull a couple of cards out of my old tarot deck because I just thought I haven't used these for ages, so I did. And I got this one first, and I was just going to do one, and I thought, no, I'll do three. And I pulled this one out, and I remembered what this card was, and I remembered it was something to do with, it's a good card, and something about marriage. I just remember. So I was like, yeah, that was a good card. And then I got the Hermit. I am a bit of a hermit, funnily enough, because I do stay in the house too much. And then I got the Three of Cups, which I thought, yeah, I think that was an all right one sort of thing. So the meanings of these were, looking through my book, like, because I did get used to these and started remembering some without looking in the book, and that's what I want to try and do before I want to look at my other ones, because they're different pictures but they mean the same thing, but sometimes you get a bit put off with the pictures sometimes. But the Pentacles, some of you might already know. This one was, it's the Ten of Pentacles, so it says the key word is wealth, which that's good because I'm looking towards, you know, doing my nail business and stuff, and just got told today that I should go on a beauty course and I'll get it free. 2 days a week for 10 weeks and I'll get it free. So I have done a few beauty things, eyelash and stuff, but I thought there's some extras that I haven't done. Well, I might as well go and do it if it's free to me. I might as well just go and do it. Hopefully it'll be in the days when Finn's at nursery and it's only down the road, and I might as well go and do it, and it gets me out of the house as well. It says, wealth, success and honour, a good family life and an excellent relations between generations, inheritance and family property. This card can also be an indicator of marriage, because I knew it had something about marriage in it, and the carrying on of the family tradition. Oh yeah, I was thinking about something else. So that's a good card. And then the Hermit was in the major arcana cards, is the meaning of that one, which you would think, because he's carrying a light, I can't remember, is, you know, there's light there at the end of the day. But this one says, I don't know if that's what it is. Oh, yeah. The card may stand for caution, patience, old age, cheeky, and experience. A prudent attitude is advised, so sudden courses of action are not the wisest at this time. A realisation that there is always something new to learn. But this is a warning against thoughtfulness actions, because I do have some thoughtfulness actions sometimes. But it's not a bad card, because that about learning new things is good. Is, funnily enough, when I went there today to my appointment, they were saying, do you want to go and do this? And even though some of the stuff I know, there's a few bits I don't. There's some stuff on skincare and that, but it's always good to learn different things. Or I'm talking about, I need to learn my cards properly and stuff, so that's a good thing. And then the Three of Cups where is it? I like your stones you got, Kelly, the other day with, you know, and I was talking about making a crystal shelf, so that was quite fun. I might show you that in a minute, actually. And yeah, the Three of Cups is celebrations, which I can't say it's weird, because I always say this, I always go, oh, pull a card out, it's weird, and it's not weird, because the cards always know. Celebrations, happiness and reunions, parties and meetings. Yeah, it's nearly my birthday. I am going out celebrating. Meetings lead to love affairs and lots of flirtation. That'd be nice because I haven't flirted with anyone for ages. In some cases, this card can indicate pregnancy. I don't think so. Maybe with, I know someone who's pregnant, not with me, thank you very much. Not anymore. Or birth. Ills are healed and harmony achieved. Attendance at weddings or christenings is likely. That'd be nice because I haven't been to a wedding for I don't know how long, or a christening. So them cards are all good. So I was like, yay. So that's fine. Oh, well, I'll just show you my crystal grid again. I might just pull one of my cards that I normally pull. See what it says. Oh, my legs. Oh, that's because I've just got up. But yeah, when I did the crystal, look at it, it's very cute. I painted it all black and I've just put my mini little ones on at the minute. Oh, and I painted this box as well because I said I got this from the works for £1. And I thought, guess what's in there, Kelly? I am going to put the moon phases on the top of here. I think I'm going to paint them on. But in here, I think we were talking about this the other day. I know Kelly's got one. I think you've got one of the grid things for it. If I can get it out with one hand. That's my pendulum. And there's a little gold bag. Decided that can live there. But these are £1, if anyone's interested, in the UK from the works. And I've just painted it black and I'm going to put the moon phases on because they just come wood effect and that's just acrylic. So if anyone wants a little box to put some little bits in, little, you know, like little crystals or pendulums or whatever, or you want to use it for whatever. Hi, are you okay? You can put your little bits in there. And they're £1, so, you know. But, is it nicey? Nicey? And then I'll say the other one. Is it nicey? Say yes or no, and then I'll say the other word. So I'm just rubbish at reading. Is it nicey? What star sign are you? What star sign are you? We say Libra. Yeah, nicey. So it's Makeup Be Nicey. Go and check our channel out if you're into makeup. I think we've got a Cancer, did we say? We've got... What did we say? We've got a Cancer. What star signs everyone? I can't remember. Cancer. What did we say? I think we've got a Libra on here. Cancer. Oh, you're a Taurian. My mum and my sister are Taurians and they're quite like... my mum's got OCD. My sister's not as bad as my mum, but do you like things in order sort of things and everything, you know, where it should be sort of thing? Because them two do, and they're Taurians. My mum likes to be, you know, a bit in control. Not in a bad way, but just, you know, and she likes things a certain way. You know, tidy and stuff. I'm not very good at remembering what the star sign. August. What are you then? September, August. Because Mrs. T came on. She went, oh, I think I'm a Libra. And I was like, what do you mean you think? You should know what your star sign is. Ah, I thought so. See, because some people say, oh, is it Leo? You're a Leo. Some people say they don't believe in, like, people are like the star signs. But I truly do think that. And I knew that you saying you're Taurian, I knew you'd be like that because my mum and my sister are like that. And like I said, I'm a true proper Piscean, head in the clouds. Think about things in a totally different way. I'm a bit like to live in a bit of a fantasy world because, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with it. Who really wants to live in reality sometimes with the stuff that's going on these days? But I do come back to planet Earth, but I just, right. And also what I was seeing today on these zodiac, like, readings where they were all like, oh, Pisces, oh, I love Pisces energy, oh, you're so, like, Pisces. I was like, I know, we're just good, aren't we? But we're very forgiving as well. Like, I've forgive a lot of things that have gone on in the past couple of years with certain people. Some of you'll know, and and thought, you've just got to forgive and just get on with it, and hopefully they'll come around, even though they don't, and some people don't. But sometimes it's not their fault. It's just the way they've been brought up or whatever it is. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. It's like a bit Manchestery. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. If you don't believe in it, you should. If you've never really looked up your star sign, just go on YouTube. Everyone says that, but I hate it. And just go and, like, type in, whatever your star sign is, readings for that, this month, and just see, or just go and look at a few different ones, and it'll tell you what you sort of like and that. And if you've never sort of looked into it, it is good. But I think I might pull a card out of. I'll do the one I normally do because I've got all the others scattered about. I'll do the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I'll have to go and get the other ones that I've done, because I think they're over there on my thing. And I'd say the cards are always right as well, because I don't know if you remember the other day when I was going on about when I made my little crystal box, when I painted it up, I was saying about, because I think I always say this wrong, is it Imbolc was coming in was it the beginning of February, like, it's coming into, like, will be coming into spring anyway, it's like creeping in a bit. You think of spring cleaning, and the other day I said, I felt really like, okay, because there's only a few of you on. I feel like I'm clearing things, because I'm always changing my altar up, and I changed it again. And I just felt like change, where the change is coming. And I pulled this one out, and it just made me laugh, because I thought, well, that's what I was talking about. Because two little witches, and look what it says underneath. Magical space clearing time. Which, funnily enough, the thing I was cleaning was my altar, so. See? They don't lie. Do you like my nails as well, guys? No. And I will be doing some nail things when I get my nails going. And then the other one was the Sea Beacon Fairy, which just said guidance, but where will it lead you? I'll do a quick one for you, and then I'll just do an overall one, because I'd be here all night, like. I'll just shuffle. Yeah, they're like, you can't really tell on it. They're like a mauvey colour. They look a bit beige, but they're not. And then I've got these, like, it's not really showing up properly, glittery ones. But I'll shuffle. Only because I've not seen you on here for ages. Hey, Tatty T, how are you? Oh, thank you. I know, I don't know what time it is over there where you are, but, just pop in and say hi. For Cancer. Ooh, it says, I picked this one. The Nauticus, I can never say this, I can never say it, Princess. Powerful personal growth. I'll see if I can find it. But where is the... Oh, it's in front of my face. And then I'll do an overall, like, for us all, sort of thing. 41. Powerful personal growth. Yeah, see? It says, the little meaning for it. If I can find it. It says... I might have to come and do a night where you can ask me, and I'll try and pick one out for you. Curious to hear Oh, it's a big message. It says, you may be very gentle and a timid soul who is facing a challenge. You are being asked by the universe to step up into the more senior, conspicuous role, and you are concerned about whether you can be powerful and still be a good person. The pearls here signify that you must act from a pure place and from a natural place and treat the quest as a sacred task. I can never say this, a nauticus says you will grow in ways that are perfect and perfectly proportioned, just as the nauticus is. And this is natural result for you. Expect to grow more and more over time. This is time for spiritual and emotional transformation, which could come to you via a friend who is older or more experienced. She will share her skills and some of the secrets with you. You could be about to experience a deeper friendship, meet a teacher who really opens your mind to a new realm of discovery, or find a trainer who can coach you in such a way that your potential blooms strong and fast. You may be about to get an after-school job that pays good money, and you'll be asked to step up and deal with the new abundance in healthy ways. There will be responsibility and rapid growth. Dignity, truth and wisdom are your best guides. It is now time to take yourself and your potential seriously. So, I was just saying to you, if you still hear that, Tammy Sue got in contact with me, and I pulled a card out for her, and it was actually saying that she'd been in hospital and stuff. She had, and I was like, because the cards are always true. But I'm going to pick one overall and see what happens, because normally when I pick a card, it's normally talking about what I'm talking about. Right, on the mark. Yeah, you see. So I'll just do an overall one, because I'm going to go and chill out in a bit. I might come and do this sometime, you know what I'm like? Just change up. Change up my chats, because I'm a Pisces. I'm like Nemo. I'm like, I'll go over there, and I like shiny little things. I'll go over there. You're not shiny enough. I'm going over here. Oh, thanks. Well, I've told Tammy Sue, I sent her a card and said what one of them said. I said, just keep smiling, keep believing, it'll work out, Oh, just let me flip that card around, because I've not put that card in properly. But you know what? And I was getting really good at like doing this to the cards. I bet it doesn't work now, because I've not done it for a while. Let's see if I can do it on camera. If I can hold these cards right in the air. I don't think I can remember how you do it. Oh, no, which way do I do it? That way. Ooh, a little bit. Let's see. But yeah, fingers crossed I'll be going on this date on Sunday. I was just saying T, he's got a Viking tattooed on his arm. He looks like a Viking. He's tall like a Viking. He is a Scorpio, which is really good compatibility for a man for me. So let's all pray that I do actually get on this date. Oh, do you have the same oracle? Do you? Ah. See, sometimes I'll take the top card off. Sometimes I'll cut it into 3 and I'll put my hand over, and if I get like little, like I can feel energy off something, like little tingles in my fingers, and then I'll pick that card. Might sound a bit mad, but that's what I do sometimes. So I just stop when I feel like I want to stop, or one falls out. And the one that fell out the other day was the one about cleaning magical spaces, which I did do the other day. Stop. So funny enough, I had this the other day, so let's see what this one says. Ghosts of the past. Yeah, I think I know. I'm getting to know, I'm 42. Ghosts of the past. Which the message is: old friends, boyfriends, old boyfriends, crushes, places and situations, or the reminders of them, come up to remind you of either how far you've come, which that is what it is for me, because it's not like I want to get back with one of them, but I know I've come a pretty long way from someone I was with, how far you've come, or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes, and we've all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in life, a clearing, because sometimes you can hang on to, like, say it's a boyfriend or, a past relationship, and you might think you're over it, but you still sort of think about it or speak about it. Just clear it out. If you've still got stuff in the house from that person, just get it in the bin. Get it out of the house, then there's no energy of that person. Not think about, just get rid of it. You don't need it. Where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven, which, funnily enough, that's what I just said before. I just said I am a good person at trying to, to forgive, or just think, just move on and just let it be what it is, and it's not their fault. Maybe it's the way they were brought up, this, that and the other, whatever it is. So I was just talking about that, if you heard me saying that before. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. And I just was talking about Pisces are very indecisive. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day. You are more powerful, and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal. I don't pretend to be normal. And just like everyone else is done. Well, yeah, I sort of get what that's saying, but I've never hidden, like, me trying to think like I'm normal, because I come on here and you see me do different things all the time, and obviously some people probably think I'm not normal because of the things that I do talk about. So I don't need to, what was that? I don't need to pretend I'm not normal, and who wants to be normal? Normal can be boring, you know what I mean? So don't ever think you have to fit in to be normal, because that is my message from that. Don't ever think you have to be normal to fit in. You be your authentic self, and you'll be much happier being your authentic self. Like I've said before in past talks, if you have friends and that who don't like that, then they're not proper friends, because a friend would take you whatever form, however you're trying to, you know what I mean? Your true self. Just because you might not believe in what they believe in, or you were into something they were into and you're not now, because maybe you've grown out of it, doesn't matter. They can still carry on doing that, but it doesn't mean someone has to fall out of friendship with you or something just because you've decided it's not for you anymore. But if they did, then they're not for you anymore, because, as we grow older, sometimes we realise we want different things in life, and things that might have been important years ago when you were younger. Like I said before in past chats, people are like, oh God, I know we do take people at face value, like when you're attracted to someone, because obviously that's what you're attracted to at first. But sometimes, like I said, when you were younger, at school and so you're like, oh yeah, he's really fit and all that. And sometimes you didn't really care about what the personality was like, if they treated you like shit, because it was all like, yeah, but he's really fit, he's the fittest guy in school. But as you get older, it's not. It does attract you at first, but you are going to start looking at people's personalities and stuff as well, and how they treat you. And if you don't, you need to, because everyone deserves to be treated right and to feel loved and feel, that they're worthy of that, and not to feel like shit, basically. So that's all I'm going to say. I'll have to come back with some more chatty chit chats like this, and do someone else's card or whatever, I don't know, thumbs up, whatever. Comment after if you want me to do some, because don't forget, when this stops going live, there will be no comments left unless you comment on the comments after this. So Tatty T, keep positive, you're doing well. I didn't think you'd gone. I did get upset about it. I didn't think you'd gone. It just upsets me when people are upset about stuff, and not going into it, but you know what I mean. And yeah, there just needs to be more positivity, more people being positive on YouTube and everywhere. If you did see me post, I did before about I know what's going on, just take no notice, it's just me on one. But yeah, have a good evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are, and I shall see you soon. Bye.